I just don't like to be told no, because I don't see why not. And I see other people doing it too. Or, before Wayne Metro gave me the funding, I want to do my bags, and I asked the other people, and they told me no. They gonna tell me because they never seen anybody else do it. That's the dumbest answer to me.
Right.
Okay,
Facts.
I could show you better than I could tell you. And I double back and I drop my bag on that. I'm not gonna name the people, but I dropped my bag on that desk like, this is what I asked y'all, what I was trying to do. They were like, this is amazing, but nobody else did it before, so you wouldn't give me no money for it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Has it been easy?
Hell no, this shit ain't easy. You know what was easy? Jumping out of the airplane. That was amazing. That was the easiest shit to do. But this here, this is hard, and this is not for the weak. Because if you don't like no, your feelings be hurt. If you don't like putting your effort in something and nobody don't show up, your feelings is gonna be hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Spend all that money. Now, all these people
got a couple of those on my roster.
Your feelings is gonna be hurt. If you don't like the fact that people looking at you like you done went to prison. People don't like to be called felon. I got a felony. I'm a felon. I don't know. I'm not an inmate. Now, don't call me no fucking inmate. Then it's gonna be a problem. I'm not that. But if you don't like that being called felon, or just because of your past, people gonna judge you on it, don't do this. Go punch a 9 to 5. Mm-hmm.
Definitely don't. Yeah.
If you're definitely stuck on eating sushi and lobster rolls and them lobster balls and all the type of stuff, this ain't for you, because this shit ain't for the rich either. You ain't gonna get rich off of it. You better stick to them oodle and noodles. God damn it. But no. But at the end of the day, I know that it needs to be done. And I know there's more ladies coming out after me. And I know they shouldn't have to go through what I went through, because the people that came out before me got me in a position to open a non-profit organization. So they bust their ass for us to even have, you know what I'm saying? So I always look at whoever came out before me, they did something for me to get to where I am. So I want to do something so people can get to.
Imagine what the next step is going to be.
I want to pass the baton. I am E.B. Jordan. I am the founder, and I'm also the executive director of S&D PJ Housing. We are located on the east side of Detroit, 12400 East 7 Mile Road, down the street from Osborne High School, in the 48205 zip code. At one point in time, this was called the Red Zone, 4820 Die. It was heavily populated with gangs, and I came over here trying to make a difference. I'm trying to put block clubs together over here now.
Clubs. Okay.
Bring the community together, have chit chat.
So what's the community like around here?
My first event, they said that, one, the neighbor didn't talk to the next door neighbor. That was terrible. That they didn't even know who your next door neighbor was. But they said they didn't have anybody over here to bring them together like I do, because I didn't stop. I be having the corner rocking. It's a lot of older people over here, but they kind of nervous coming outside, because these knuckleheads that's out here running the streets make them want to stay inside. So when I was walking up on the porches to hand the flyer, like, come down the street, we having a free such and such, such, such. Oh, no, I'm not coming down there, hoodlums, no. Just think of me as Switzerland. And I'm telling you, you're going to be all right. And I had the neighborhood NPOs show up, and they wasn't here to arrest nobody, but they just happened to go by, be like, what's going on? I said, this is a nonprofit organization, and, we're doing something for the community. They're like, nobody never really did nothing right here, because this was the dentist's office for umpteen years, since 1962. It was from the dentist's office, then there was the weed spot. It didn't last that long. Yeah, it was a dispensary. And then there was us, an accounting firm. And so by us being over here, one, we wanted to let them know it's an accounting firm. We're here for the community. And two, it's a nonprofit organization that's here for the community. And we open our doors to help you all.
So you're not only a for-profit business as an accounting firm, you're a nonprofit business as PJ Housing.
Yep.
Okay, so with all of that, and where are you at now with PJ Housing and this accounting? What's the, like? This is obviously like your height. Where do you consider yourself in the grand scheme of things from where you started out?
Woo! When I started out, I came home and I knew it wasn't any organization for women. And
What do you mean there's no organizations? For
no
women?
nonprofit that's based around just for women. Like the nonprofits was like for the men. They might have one or two things for women, but this is just based just on women. That's just my outcome
You
because
say a lot of that has to do with just the
funding,
general.
knowledge, and they always want to help the men. But when they get out, they get slide in between some warm legs. They baby mama, whoever the pen pal was, whoever they lied to on the cellular device, calling every day, telling me, when I get out, baby, I'm going to need some place to stay. But when we get out, oh, you done fucked up. Where my baby? You ain't getting your baby back. Where I'm going to stay? You not coming back home? Well, what I'm supposed to do? Figure it the fuck out. And that's what we at, the figure it the fuck out stage. And I want not to be at figure it the fuck out stage. So I started it. But I didn't know anything about nonprofits. So
Wait. Okay, so let's you just threw a lot. You just threw a lot. So when you got out, what was it that impacted you? That what did you see, or what was your experience that made you come to this realization?
I see that I was damn nearly homeless. I mean, I was sleeping on my aunt's couch. So I wasn't like homeless, but you can only couch surf for forever. You can't do that until you're 60 and carrying on. So you need to have your own place. And going and fill out applications for apartments and you saying you're a felon, or doing some public housing, you say you're a felon, that wasn't working for me. So where am I supposed to stay? And then I went back to my neighborhood, which I didn't want to go back to my neighborhood because who want to go back to the neighborhood and be like, you done went to prison?
Yeah.
We didn't raise you like that. All the old folks looking at you. But no, they're like, you went to prison, you done fucked up, but your house been empty for over 30 years. So it's a bando. What you gonna do? Move in, put a door on and put a dog in there and figure it out from there. To my building trade skills together. So, where's the program for women coming home from prison for housing?
Wait, so you went back to your old neighborhood, to the house that you grew up in.
0 to 18, I stayed in one house.
That had been abandoned for 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
It was run down and
a tree fell on it. Because the tree fell through the house next door.
The tree fell on it.
So the tree was on it.
And you went in.
I went in.
And made it a house.
I put a door on the front door.
On it and got a dog.
What
kind of dog did you get?
I got a pit.
Of course.
Got a pit. I'm going to do it. I'm doing it right.
Is that guy still here today?
Frisco is gone.
Oh, that sucks.
He had a whole lot of heartworms. I was not paying $5,000 to get a maybe.
Yeah.
So he ran away and died somewhere. But it was cool. He served his purpose. He put out like...
Yeah, you still here.
Right. He had a litter of 13 dogs out of one litter. So, it was cool. But back to, where's the program? Why do I got to go in an abandoned house? Where's the program for women coming home? Who's fighting and advocating for us to come home? Who do we turn to? So then... I said, I don't know nothing about nonprofits, but I knew I wanted one. I wanted to start one. So I met this guy named Troy. I mess up his last name all the time. I'm not even going to try to say it. It started with an R. And he was with Safe and Just at the time and Nation Outside. He was, doing both of them. And so he would come get me, take me up there to Lansing, kick it with Safe and Just, invite me to all the events that any nonprofit was having. I got to talk to people. I was telling people what I was doing. Then I met Kate. I told Kate what I was doing.
It was Kate McCracken.
Hey, see?
Yeah.
Names I'm not going to
Kate.
mess up.
Okay.
Met Kate before she had the baby. So I told her I was doing
She was nation outside. Yeah, or safe and just
Safe and
Michigan.
Just, Safe
Yeah.
and Just Michigan. And she got me into the storytelling. Then they did a whole lot of interviews. They kept slapping cameras in front of me, like you got to talk and tell your story. But I was that person. I didn't want to tell my story because one, I didn't think it was that important. But don't feel sorry for me. Then give me money. Just give me. I need some money because there's other people.
Right.
Right. Don't feel sorry for me. Give me some money. I'm not nobody's puppet. I ain't a lapdog. I don't want to be petted. I didn't want all that. That's unnecessary attention. Like, I don't watch American Idol because I got to hear I was homeless before I got here and I could sing. I don't want to hear that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to tell it. Because that ain't nobody business at the same time. But this is what I'm doing, and this is why I need the money to do it. Mm-hmm. I was that person. Evidently, it don't work like that in this nonprofit sector. You got to do the whole violin string thing. Luckily, I used to play the violin. I'm back playing the violin again. But, you know what I'm saying? But, and I ain't had no money to start what I wanted to do, too. And the more and more I went to more meetings and events and stuff, the more people started seeing me. And I wrote my first grant with Wayne Metro, and they popped my cherry. What? But before I even did that, it was a lady at Safe and Just named Mary Lynn. That's a bad mama jamma. When you talking about grants and stuff, she knew all the foreign language to make it English for me. That's my homie right there. I wouldn't know anything about grants or how to write them or how to talk to the grant people. One for her. She sat me down and she fussed at me every step of the way because I'd be like, why I gotta say it like this? Because if they say, how do you cross the street? I say one leg in front of the other. She'll give a whole paragraph of how you cross the street. She said, you just can't just say one thing. I'd be like, why? I answered the question. Nah, I used to get on Mary Lynn's last nerves, but she is stuck in there with me and got me together. And then I got that Wayne Metro, and then Wayne Metro was my first, and they my main funder. Then Michigan United. Then as I grew, became table partners with Michigan Voices. And then from Michigan Voices, Black Voters Matter. So my fund just started.
So what was your first proposal about PJ Housing?
My first proposal was my welcome home bags. I wanted to give the hygiene bags, but I wanted it to be like a duffel bag and not the little miniature Ziploc care pack thing. Somebody went to the hotel room and stole all the doggone shampoos and conditioner. Yeah. Now, how many times you think we're going to wash our ass or brush our teeth with that little shot? So I decided I wanted full size everything. At least try to do a month worth. And once again, everything I was thinking about when I came home. Now, I ain't got no money, so I'm going to ask for you to give me a meal or give me some funk repellent. So do I want to be funky or don't want to be hungry no more? So deodorant or food. Or soap, I need some soap. Mm-hmm. Or do I want to eat again? So that's just like your pride is saying, what you gonna ask these people for? Because they already taking care of you, but you need more.
And you know you gotta smell good being up in them crowds.
Man, what? Can't come in there smelling like you just walked off the rock. Shit. So I asked them for the CARES package. And I was like, I want to put a CARES package together. And I want to, for women coming home from prison. And they're like, what you want to put in there? I said, I want to put a whole complete towel set. A body towel, hand towel, face towel. They're like, why? I said, who don't want a complete towel set? They sell complete towel sets in the store. Why you just don't give them a face towel and a body towel? Why I can't give them a hand towel too? You know me, I'm pushed back. They're like, all right. I said I want full mouth. So the mouthwash thing, the first time I did it, I didn't know that if you go inside a facility, if it has alcohol in it, like one of them halfway houses and stuff, they gonna reject it.
Yeah.
So I spent all that money on the mouthwashes to get rejected. I was mad than the cooter rat. So then I ran it back. So I got all non-alcoholic toothbrush, a full tube of toothpaste, because you know we ain't seen one of those, because they give you this.
Yeah, the little less than a week's worth.
Less than a week's worth. And I was like Colgate and Crest and everybody else that's on the shelf. Deodorant, shampoo, conditioner, lotion. I was trying not to get Jergens, because Jergens in prison, so I was trying to get something that wasn't prison. I did comb, brush, like spray bottles.
You got them with a whole vacation. You got them with that whole like go bag.
Man, I'm talking about you all the way together. And you get a manicure set. You know, you clip your nails and toenails.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The whole thing is a beautiful situation. Then my camping ideas kick in. It looked like a little peel, but it's actually, when you wet it, it's a washcloth. So they got the little peel. They're going to look at it because they going to think it's a peel. Because I put it inside the soap dish. The soap dish, and it has some floss in there too, some individual floss, but you get a pack of floss too. And then you get the Q-tips for your ears. But, and then I ran out of them. It's a lady that does these paper soaps. It's a piece of paper, but you wet it, it's soap. I was giving them one. I ran out of them. I got to get some more. And I think that's about it. And then you get a folder, and it has some resources. Always have information from a different organization, what they got going on. And you get a gift card too, because I ain't buying your panties and bras. I don't even know what size you wear, but you got to figure that out.
You sound like you have experience and you're not going through it again.
I'm not going through that again. Thinking Big Titty Judy came out and chick from the doggone Itty Bitty Titty Committee came out. So you know what? Y'all figure that part out. Then y'all want to wear no panty drawers. You want to wear thongs, and then you want to wear box. Look. Y'all do all that yourself. Here you go. So, and that come in the bag, in the water bottle. Nice. I don't know how thirsty you are, but in a water bottle. And I tried to, when I first did it, I went up to Huron Valley, and I stood in the parking lot and wait for the people to come out and handed them the bags.
You mean the people that were being released on that day?
I don't know who they are, what their name was. I didn't even care. Here go a bag. Thanks. Welcome home. They're all saying, welcome home with the bags. Welcome home. Man, they was crying. People was like, oh my gosh, thank you. You stopped, you helped us from not having to buy this, and that. And then Huron Valley got it whiffed up and said, hey, get out our parking lot. Heard, I ain't trying to be a roommate there no more. Yeah, got to hear but once. Yep, me and the kidnapping van went on back to Detroit.
That's the kidnapping van?
Yeah, I had it kidnapped. I guess that wasn't a good look. I was in the kidnapping van.
Oh my God.
Went on back down to Detroit. And I just get a phone call. Like, hey, such coming home. We're going to need a couple of bags. Cool. But this year, the first year, they been asking me to make men bags. I guess men got to come home too and wash their balls.
I mean, they ain't giving us nothing coming out the toe neither.
So, when I did Father's Day for the men, I reached out to this gentleman that makes beard butter for your beard. He does the shampoo and the conditioner. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I call like, do they got a beard? They be like, why? Just do they got a beard, yes or no? Like, yeah. I was like, all right, I got some beard butter. I mean,
I've heard from men with those nice beards that say like that stuff makes their beards feel like such another thing in another world.
I heard about it too. I said, I take the pads.
It's just kind of over there. Like,
you don't even have a beard.
He's got that stash though.
Oh,
like, he's wearing that stash like he knows how to wear it.
Okay. So I take the pads out, and I take the panty liners out, and I take the summer eve out because that's for the men.
Yeah.
And I take the hair stuff out, and I put the beard butter in, and the men's deodorant, and some shampoo. I guess everybody don't need head and shoulders. Y'all don't need that. I don't know if y'all shampoo and condition your hair. But Head and Shoulders came a long way. I'm in the wrong way. I looked at it like, oh, y'all sweet. Y'all got different scents now. But so that's how I changed it up for the men. But they still basically get they don't want to be ashy, so they get some lotion too. Mm-hmm. And then they still get the resource folder. So
how did that resource folder? How did that information come about? Considering you kind of started without knowing anything about nonprofits coming out the door.
So the thing about nonprofits, some people hold their shit close to their chest. I don't know why, but some of them is like friendly. Like, I'm putting this bag together. What do you all do? Oh, we got some lit. You want to put it in your bag? Cool. I don't. That helped me out. So that's what I do. I always tell people I'm putting the bag together. I don't know who coming home and what, but what you all do at this nonprofit, they got some lit. I put it in the folder. I always ask. Or they'll call me like, you still doing the bags? Yeah. Oh, we got like 300 sheets of lit. Can you put it in the bag? Sure. Why not? So that's what I do. Spread the word.
Has there ever been any issues when it comes to your networking, considering you were formerly incarcerated? Did you ever run into any issues?
So what I do when I enter rooms, I don't let them know that's formerly incarcerated. I'm I'm a captain. Because I actually a captain on a boat. I only got my captain's license, so nobody called me Captain EB.
Oh, yeah, we were supposed to be on a boat.
Yeah, it's cold. We were supposed to be on a boat. 2, it's cold. 3, it's cold. It's fucked. So, what I'm saying? I'm a captain, and then I have a property management company. I started that because I knew a lot of dope dealers, and I knew that the auction was coming up. So I have them buy the houses. I ain't have no money. You got to use where the money is. Buy the houses. They're like, well, EB, I'm not about to manage this. And I was like, all right, then I do the property management part. This was before the COVID. And then I knew people that was coming home that need to rent. And I knew how the renting was if you have a felony. So before COVID, it was cool. But then when COVID hit, I ain't got to pay my rent. It's COVID and all that type of stuff. Well, dummy, if you don't pay rent, I can't pay property taxes. I don't pay property taxes. Can't have a house. And so all the houses folded. So, I'm saying? I got a business. I'm a chef, which I wrote a cookbook. Then I tell them about my other nonprofit. I run with my business partner out of state. And then I sum it all up. And then I say I'm a felon at the end. They be like, wait, what? I said, but I was cool with you for all this other stuff. But then you grab your damn purse.
Oh, we was cool all the way up to this point.
You grab your purse like, wait, what? And so some of we was, about to close the deal. But then I be honest at the end. Mm-hmm. But look at what I tell you, what I offer. I said,
that's not being honest.
It's.
This is like a chalk on your resume, just like any of the other stuff, to be honest.
But you just want me to do your bookkeeping like 2.2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
And you wanted to use the accounting firm that I'm housed inside. But now that you heard, and I ain't go to prison for embezzlement. I ain't robbed nobody, anything. But what you need to fail to understand is, I'm a block club president, I'm an ordained minister, and I'm a precinct delegate. All these things I have, all these titles I have, I did it because they always say, once you get a felony and you become a felon, you cannot do. You can't do this because you're a felon. You can't do that because you're a felon. So I keep doing stuff just because they say I can't. But when you know what I can't get? I can't get a pilot's license. I tried.
But you technically don't need one. You just need to know someone who does.
I'm just saying, I wanted a pilot's license.
I know a pilot, so
I know a few too.
Hey, listen, I've been talking to him. Like, I got me a pilot. Yeah.
I know a few too, and then when they said I couldn't get my pilot's license, that's when I got my captain's license, like Bumpy.
She's like, "Fuck, you, I ain't gonna get my."
Right, I'm
gonna be the captain of something.
I'm gonna be the captain of short end. You ain't gonna let me fly. I'm gonna take my water. But it worked out for me because I love to fish. Even though I'm a vegan, I fish for sport. My granddaddy taught me how to catch them, clean them, skin them, gut them, and cook them. And I still do it.
It seems to be what you're doing with all of these different hats that you're snatching up.
Snatching up.
How has PJ Housing expanded as you've networked with other organizations? Like, what are some of the other organizations that you've worked with?
Whew, that's a list I can't even. Because if I start naming some people, they're gonna say, "Why did you didn't name me?" That's a long list. Lord knows it's a long list.
Well, let's focus on like maybe your first couple months. What were some of the biggest? Not talking about the grants, but what were some of your biggest
first couple of
partnerships
months
that helped out, got you traction?
Oh, my first couple of months was Safe and Just Michigan. Was it USA Now? Or Just Michigan?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just us. I forgot. Just us USA. I forgot how that go. And I got a certificate. My bad.
We'll figure it out.
Then, Troy was working with Nation Outside, and then my next organization was Wayne Metro, because that's when my funding started coming in. And then I went out of town. This was like years later, because I heard about Susan Burton and Safe House Network. So I went to LA for training. So I'm now part of Safe House Network.
Okay, you want to go a little bit into that? What is this?
So
you going outside of the state looking for stuff? Okay.
Cause I'm telling you, I'm trying to build a community for these women to come home to. And if I don't know, I'm gonna go ask questions. And I'm going to go figure it out. If I ain't good at nothing else, I'm going to go figure it out and ask a whole bunch of questions.
And you found an organization in California that was interesting enough to go peep out.
She helps women formerly incarcerated start their nonprofit organization with housing.
So a nonprofit that deals with housing.
With housing, yep. And that's what she does.
What's the name of this organization?
It's called the Safe House Network.
Mm-hmm.
And she amazing. She went and sat down a few times her doggone self, and then when she came out, she started the house she was in, and made help people. And then when she started helping people, then she got another house, and then got another house, and now she out there, and now she runs. They have a big meeting once a year. I don't know how often she do it now, but she has a training and New Way of Life. New Way of Life is the organization. Safe House Network fall up under New Way of Life, and we go out there, and you gotta fill out the application. Oh, trust me, you gotta fill out the application.
Let's not forget these details.
You have to fill out an application.
So first off, how did you even come across this?
At Safe and Just.
Okay. They had an event or something?
They had an event. I was doing the little I was doing the little class there, and the lady at my table was like, "It's a lady named Susan Burton. She does this training for safe houses, and I see that your organization is called Housing. You should apply." She said, "Now I applied twice, and I didn't get in, so it's gonna be hard." And I hate when people say that, like, shit, because I hate writing. Like, God dang, this lady don't know me a can of paint. But I wrote it, and then I forgot all about it, and I got an email like, "Congratulations, you got invited out to California." I'm like, sheesh. All right, I'm there. But where the class was and where my cousin stayed, it took me a train and 2 buses, but I got up every day to get clear across town to get to this lady thing.
So you had people in California?
At the time I did. I had my cousin staying in California. I flew out there.
So that was like...
And I stayed with him, and I took...
How soon was this after you got out?
2 buses, S&D PJ Housing on paper, 3, 4, I want to say 4 or 5 years later.
Okay.
I want to say that. Don't give me the line. I gotta look on my paper. I gotta check my paperwork. So I went out there, and you go through the class and then they'll pick who they want to help fund. I don't think I got picked the first time, but I went out there the second time and then they had picked me.
So you had to apply again?
Yeah, you got to fill out application
Okay,
again.
every time?
Every time.
And they have it once a year?
Once a year. And they about to have it coming up in August.
Okay, so you go down and you go to this little
training.
business training.
Man, once you get in, you in like Flynn, because not only do they do training, they had a spa getaway. They fly you out there. I ain't into strangers feeling on me, so you know the whole feeling on massage thing ain't for me. But I like to kick it with everybody from different states to talk about how their housing is going and what they going through and stuff. And they talk about different events that happen in the house, the ups and downs and stuff. I like hearing about that. We all still kick it from time to time.
What are some of those things that you hear as far as, like, what are some of the commonalities?
The whole females don't get along with each other. Start off right there.
You saying that's like not true, or?
Oh, it tends to be true from time to time. It tends to be true from time to time.
There's a lot of emotion there.
I don't even understand why, but or somebody that broke a house rule, or somebody that got high again, or broke curfew, or not cleaning up. Don't want to abide by the rules, because the house is there's no security guard and all that type of stuff in there. You know what I'm saying? It's a safe house, so it's supposed to be you and your roommates, and y'all supposed to run the house. You get up in the morning and do. I guess they have, some of them have, you get up in the morning, you get up and pray. Some of them have, you get up in the morning, you got to come to meetings. But you have mandatory things you need to do inside the house. And then you also have to put your life together at the same time so you can be able to transition outside the house. Go to class, go to work, get your ID and stuff, get a job, get a couple of dollars in your pocket so you can move on and do your own thing. So, you be hearing some of the war stories, but then you be hearing some of the good outcomes of people went through the system, and then, living on their own. So, but that's like anything, but theirs just look like way better than like a halfway house, or it just look homely. Because we go on a tour while I was in LA, and then when other people open up their house, they make an announcement. We'll probably fly out there and go see the opening other people's house in different states. So it's a pretty cool network to be a part of, because it's hard. Like, it go hard in the paint. I haven't found a network like that yet either. But she did that.
So you go from, busting into your old house from your
Still
old
in my house,
neighborhood
yeah, I
to
did that.
now going to conventions, to trainings that teach you how to build housing for nonprofits. Like, I'm assuming that you have gotten to the point where you now have your own place.
Pump your brakes.
Whoa, snap.
I'm close to it.
What's
so
that?
I could get funding for all my programs,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't get funding to purchase a house. And that's crazy.
Please elaborate.
So I did go through the safe house network and everything, but I, at the time, was not able to maintain the house, because you still got to pay bills and all that type of stuff. My income wasn't ready yet to be able to maintain, because it's a nonprofit. So like I said, all the money come in for my programs, but paying the light bill and the mortgage and and the water bill and all that stuff, I wasn't financially ready for that yet. And I had to really sit down and think about it. Like, I'm not about to go broke and foreclose and all that type of stuff. And how is that helping the ladies that's going to be in that house depending on me? I got to be able to pay all the rest of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I just didn't have it at the time. now that I'm out speaking to more people and they're showing me different ways how to make funding make sense to help me be able to afford a steady flow of income to make sure the house stay open. And you know me, I'm always going to meetings and meetings and meetings. That's my everybody talk about me. You always going to meetings because I want to learn what's going around Detroit and what funding is available. If I could find more funders and funding to help me maintain it, then yeah, I'm gonna be off to the races. But if I'm a slow roll person. I don't care how people look at it, but I'm a slow roll my way to the top, and I want to. Well, when I get up there, I ain't trying to crash and burn. I know people that got their houses like, dang, I couldn't afford to keep it open. I had to close it.
Mm.
So now you got people homeless all over again, and I don't want my name to be out there like that.
Yeah.
So I'm slow rolling. I'm making it make sense for me.
So what were some of the lessons that you had to learn? What were some of the things that you had to do different?
Ooh-wee. Me and my ego.
Yeah.
I don't like to beg for shit.
Yeah. The nonprofit game's not the one you want to be in if you can't.
Man, what? Didn't nobody give me that memo. And then once somebody give you some money, they just stand over you like, all right, what you spend 2 cents on? The fuck? I don't know. Or what you spend the $3 on? What? Why do I have to tell y'all that? Because I gave you the money. I need to know what you did. I told you what I was going to do. When I did it, I don't remember when I did it, but I did it. And then it happened. So I'm also learning about that. That all money ain't good money. Ooh, all money ain't good money. And being, the street game is a lot. If you don't know the street game, then being in the nonprofit sector is going to be a little rough. Because it's hand in hand. Like, for real, all money ain't good money.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody ain't your friend. Don't put out what you're doing because they going to take the same idea and run with it and get funded. Oh, I seen that happen too. That was ugly. It wasn't with me, but I seen it happen with somebody else. Like, dang, wasn't that your idea? Mm-hmm. They getting like $3.3 million for it. Mm-hmm. And I don't understand why all of us can't work together. We all trying to do the same thing. I'm trying to get to the same finish line. Why we all can't do it together?
That's why, I agree with you. I think that is why what we're doing now with the Hidden Nation and with you and people like Tanae and Nation Outside and all that, that is where this is at, because like this is a network, a building of a network to support us and those coming after. And it's not about the building of the organization outside of the building of the network of people that's going to make that happen. Because you got to believe in it.
Got to. I mean, you got to. And the crazy thing is, the first thing the parole officers say, or before you go on parole, where you at the parole board, whatever, you cannot associate with any.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
no felons yet.
You know who I've been living with for the last 20 years?
Mm-hmm.
What you mean I can't associate with that? But you could put me in a halfway house with all of them, but
with problems.
I can't go home because Uncle Bubba or Uncle Jack or Billy Bob is a felon. That's not making sense. So I know a job is available and some felons running. So I can't go get a job because they felt. I'm so confused about that.
I'm on the same page.
I know one lady that has a house, and because she a felon, that something happens, nobody couldn't parole to her place, or they wasn't letting them parole. Like, we know more of what we need than these white-led nonprofits that's supposed to be helping.
I would go so far as to say it's not just a white-led, but just overall, if you're not a felon, like,
yeah,
if you never served, like, when it comes to making decisions on implementing some sort of policies or anything like that, like, you shouldn't be at the head of the seat.
Shouldn't be.
Not the head. You can be part of it, because I do agree that outside minds are necessary, because you do
Definitely.
have outside people that are affected by the system.
Fund
So,
it.
you know, facts, right?
Fund it.
And so
Put your 2 cents in. Be a
it's-
part of it. But
that's-
don't be the.
No, and I think that's with what you're talking about, with first getting out and kind of just going everywhere, meeting people and sticking your nose out there. Like it does come down to expanding your own networks. You can do a lot by yourself, but you can do even more with
more people.
More people.
I've been asked to come out there to Grand Rapids to run my program out there, and I'm all for it. If I get funding to do it, but I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Like I'm cool with that. I want.
It's funny how many of us are traversing the state day by day, like literally every day, crossing the state to go do something somewhere, transport somebody, or go look out for somebody, or an event here.
Yep. But Percy called. I'm up there. I'll go out there, kick with up in the Genesee County Jail when they do the graduations.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing what Swanson did up there in that county jail.
I was there
Percy
when they
and
did the voting
Jonelle.
thing for the first time.
Yeah.
You got all that on camera.
That's what's up.
It was dope.
See, stuff like that. That's amazing. But we can't get any other county jails to do that.
It's coming along.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah.
Because I sure I'm getting on a lot of their nerves.
But you see that, in my opinion, like a lot of that has to do is because it's being led by a formerly incarcerated.
Definitely.
What is your ultimate goal with PJ Housing? What do you hope to offer in the long run when it comes to getting everything that you originally seen as PJ Housing?
I'm trying to buy a block in Detroit and turn it into a community. I'm gonna have a house, tiny houses, some a community garden. Gotta have my koi pond because I got one at the crib.
Ooh.
Yeah. I got a koi pond. I dug a hole. Put a kidney in there. Kidney shaped pond. I also want to do some container houses on the compound. It's named the compound. Just in the community. And I want to be able to have the ladies walk out the door. One can stand on their own 2 feet and transition it to my property management company because I want to buy some houses once again. And I want them to land contract the house to me, but they'll be homeowners at the end of the contract. Mm-hmm. But we're going to put the house together at the same time.
Man, this is like, wait till me and you have a conversation after this phone call.
When you finish the program and you're going to go from living in the house, then we live in the little tiny houses. You're going to learn how to manage the house, how to do a budget. I'm going to have a little tiny house store. You're going to go to the store because technology is a son of a gun. Mm-hmm. You're going to learn how to swipe, tap. You're going to have an Android phone, and I hate iPhones. But you're going to learn how to work both of them. You know what I'm saying? In the container homes.
That's a dope idea. Like
in the container, in the container home, you're going to learn how to live with other people, have like a roommate and stuff, and you all learn how to do a house budget together. But I want you to learn all these skills, and then I have a computer room, break down the computer part. I'm going to still have my CPA on hand. We're going to still run our free class so you can learn how you do your financials and little investing and start your nonprofit or for-profit, however you want to do it. But it's just a spot where you can just get on your feet and you don't have to worry about where my next meal going to come from, mm-hmm. how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to do that. Only thing I don't have is the plug on how to get a car. That's like, I don't know. I don't have that plug. But you got to figure that part on y'all. But I probably by the time that come around, I'll probably figure that out too. But it's just a peace of mind when you come home, you have a roof over your head, and you got some food in your belly. You can actually think better. You don't have to worry about your PO talking about. You gotta pay when you get out, you gotta pay your parole officer. Then somehow you're supposed to come up with rent, and you gotta put food in your belly and insurance.
And your court fees.
And your court fees. And transportation. And then you talking about get a license, then you got to pay insurance for a car. If you dumb enough to get a car note, you was an idiot for that. But you just got out. But that's on you and your brain. So all these things are factoring in. And you're not supposed to commit a crime to stay on top of all this pressure that's on your head.
Immediately,
if not sooner. And the one thing I didn't do when I came home, because I thought I wasn't affected, counseling. I definitely going to have a counselor on standby. Because I believe somebody need to talk to somebody when you come out. And so that's my community I want to build. And then after building my community, I want to be able to make you homeowners after that. So that's my big picture.
What does the next 5 years look like for you?
The next 5 years look like for me, I'll probably outgrow this space.
Do you have another ideal space in mind?
No.
Or another location?
My location would probably be in my community. But I'm going to have an office outside the community. But I'm not going to be far from right here because what I did for right here. But this strip got a couple of empty spots. And I'll probably get something like around here. In the next 5 years, I have a strong staff, like a solid staff, that I can be able to travel more to talk about what I'm doing, to get more funding. I probably have a spot up in Grand Rapids. Cause I've been calling it Grand Rapids forever. Nah, but Kathy wants me to come up there with her nonprofit organization. She looks out for a lot of the homeless. She focuses on the homeless community. And A.R. Randolph nonprofit. I can't never think of her. Shh, don't shoot me. I can't never think of her organization. A. Randolph. I think I'm saying it right. I went up there a couple of times, and I'm probably going to do that and probably open the house up there for her too. And shoot, have a bigger boat in 5 years too.
Bigger boat.
Yeah.
We got to see this boat.
Yeah, I got to see my boat. It got to get warm. It's cold. Then the cool right outside.
It's supposed to be warm this weekend.
Saturday, I'm going to get my hunting license, so I don't know. I'll be busy all day Saturday. I'm going to get my hunting license Saturday, and then...
What are you getting a hunting license for?
To go hunting. I could be wrong.
Okay, maybe I didn't deserve that smart ass answer. How has pursuing all this affected you personally?
Oh, I'm a maniac.
Okay.
And,
I can see it. I was just...
Apparently I have anger issues.
Oh.
And I also shut down a lot. If I don't get my way, I come home mad and I won't talk for days trying to figure out why I ain't get my way. But I also have another problem. If I'm mad about this, I'm going to go hard and pursue something else. Like I'm about to go get a hunting license. The class was online, so and I was mad. I was mad because I couldn't get this funding, and so there's like they got a class coming up to get your hunting license. So I just indulged in that. I don't drink or smoke or do drugs, so I indulge in other shit. I don't know if that's healthy or not. And I think
at the end of the world, doomsday circumstances, that was gonna definitely help out a lot.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And if not,
who's gonna be a boat captain?
Like, right. I want to be a captain, so now I can just be out on my boat, pissed in the middle of the water.
No, that's like, who can say that?
But then when I get out there, it's so fucking peaceful. It's so fucking peaceful. But I'm not gonna fish off my boat. You hear what you just said?
What? If you get mad, you can literally go out, get on your damn boat. It don't even matter if it's cold. You could go out and go on your boat and just go into the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, man, this cold. I ain't trying to do that shit. I hate being cold. But yeah, but yeah, I'm a maniac because I feel ever since I was little, like if I seen it on television, like the white people do it, why I can't do it? Like I learned how to ski, and I joined the ski team for PAL. Only person in the hood skiing. Why are you skiing? Because I seen it on television. They was doing it, so I want to do it too. I moved to Rhode Island. Learned how to surf. That was my first time meeting water. For real, for real. That introduction was not friendly. And then, yeah, I do be looking back. And they say, don't ever look back. I look back all the damn time. Because I was sitting in my bunk. And I did not think I'd be sitting right here talking in front of cameras. Now, I said that I wanted to, open the house and stuff. Mm-hmm. But this shit here, I didn't foresee none of this. I was just gonna go, open my stuff, call it a day, and be on about my merry way, and not speak to none of the people that was locked up. But now, the more I get involved with different organizations or people call me and get tapped in, it's an amazing group of people that's around me, like amazing. And I didn't think we would be so cool. And I'm like Switzerland.
What would you say to those coming out, seeing this for the first time, and hearing you talk? What would be your message to them?
Don't give up in there. Don't let that be your last step. Just because you did what you did, it's a lot out here waiting for you. Even if your family turn your back on you, we out here. Just come holler at us.
How can those women, and I guess now that you're doing men's bags too, how can anyone coming out and finding themselves in your area of influence get in contact with you or get a hold of you to try to get some help, try to get one of these bags?
Call me. 313-772.
Ooh, you're brave.
0458. My number is everywhere. My number, I had this number for 20 years.
Okay. I'll shut up then. Go ahead and say it again. I'm going to shut up.
313-772-0458. My email is S period. A as in apple, N as in Nancy, period. D at pjhousing.org.
So that's SD dot.
Nope, you fucked it all up.
That was a long. S
period.
S period.
A
N
period. D.
Oh.
At
S&D. Yes. S period AN period.
S&D.
Yes. S&D.
At pjhousing.org. My office is 12400 East 7 Mile Road, Detroit, Michigan, 48221. I don't know my DNA, so I couldn't tell you that.
Yeah, I don't think, no. Yeah, we don't need that.